All right, let's talk about the CTS. So basically, the other day we diagnosed it. It was a computer issue. So we had a no crank, no start. Um, Tested out everything. Everything pointed to the computer, which is kind of funny. So for this one, what the customer did is that he put the key on the, I think he left the key in the on position, and he started the car and it wouldn't start. So right now I already fixed the issue, and let me just start this up for you. So as you can see, we can start it. Key comes off. So one way to determine if the kind of computer you would tell if you had no communication with the computer is that you put the key on the on position. Now your fuel pump gauge should go up. If your fuel pump gauge doesn't go up, you see how like it goes? Give it about 2 to 5 seconds for it to go up. If that doesn't go up, then that would lead that you don't have no communication with the computer, and that you cannot connect with your scanner. Next, pay attention to the temperature gauge. Now if your temperature was pretty hot, say about midway, then that would go up. So we already drove it around for a little bit and we're still about the little quarter mark. Now also another thing is too, your transmission little TC light, so this little triangle right here, so that, and then the ABS might be on, and then I think the airbag was on. So those 3 lights would have been on. So one of the 3. So mostly the TC light would have been on. All right, so let's take off the key. Key comes off. If the key doesn't come off, then that would, kind of result to another computer issue, or why are you losing data at the computer. So those are little symptoms I'm kind of giving you. Another thing, you wouldn't hear everything prime on. So let's say the fuel pump, you wouldn't hear prime on, some other things, because everything ties into that data line. I know this guy, they're notorious for the wires going bad back there. So I was doing some research. Check your grounds. You're gonna have two grounds right here at the PCM that's meant for the PCM. So one right here, very crucial. This one goes on the side of the block right there. See that little bolt with that little wire? I don't want to put my hand right there, but that little bolt right there. So that one is going to be this wire right here. So make sure that's grounded out. This has had its fair shares. Also, make sure you check your fuses. This will kind of give you an idea if it's either bad or not. So right here, check, I think it's this fuse. This fuse would be the power fuse for that. So you would check like up to right here, and then right here, these 3. So check those out. I think those are the ones that power the fuses, or power to the computer that supplies that. All right, now if you already got into that area, all those check out fine. Now what you're gonna need to do is that you're gonna need to take off this connector, push this back just like that, and then pull it back. You'll push these right out. Push it this way, and then you'll pull this tab and then it'll come off. Then you got to get a little pick right here, pry in between right there. If I can get it to focus. So get it, pry right back here, and then same thing right there. You got 4 tabs. You should have a zip tie right here. This has had its fair share of hands. Now you're going to be looking for pink black. Now the pink black might fade and it might look like tan black. So, but you're gonna have a pin connector 1 right here. So let's say, I'm gonna tell you which ones to check for voltage. So you're gonna check your ignition 1, so pin number 1. Check pin number 3. Check, where is it? Pin number 17. Where is it? I think pin number 35. Or and then pin 36. So you're gonna check not 35, 36, and I think, where's the other yellow one? Okay, so you check pin 36 and then pin 58. So that's gonna be your AC voltage right there. So pin 58, you're gonna check 36, 17. where are you at? So 17, 3, and 1. So you got to check those. You got to make sure that you're getting all 12 volts. If you're getting all 12 volts, then that would suspect that your computer is faulty. So I already replaced the computer. I had to recheck everything. I had someone else come and diagnose it. That's more in depth on the data line. I didn't know if there's anything wrong with the data line, so he came and checked it out. He has that scanner. Paid for the DIAC. He verified everything and he pointed back to the computer. He's like, yeah, the computer's bad. I already ordered a second computer just to be sure. So when he was here, programmed it. If you can get one, I got these remanufactured. The reason why I got it remanufactured, I got it from the auto parts store, from AutoZone, for instance. They come with a warranty. Just in case for this, you spend the extra couple bucks. I think it's around like $500 to buy this, and you know, if anything happens, you can warranty it. So just my case, I was able to warranty it. So I just had to pay for the programming twice, just because obviously I provided the part. It's not OEM. He's not the one that provided the part, so it's not on his fault, it's on my fault. So obviously I understand that, and I was willing to pay for it. Now, yeah, I mean, make sure you have that. If you can go with the junkyard one, make sure you're getting the same right serial numbers. I was able to, you're able to get like a, let's say if it's 2.8, get the 2.8 one. You can program it with the Tech 2. You're just gonna have to rewrite the computer key. So the theft little system, you can actually reprogram that. The Tech 2 does work. I've done that before. My customer's paying for it. I needed it done like fast as possible, so we had to address all that. And then obviously there's warranty on the part. So like stuff like this can short out the little resistors. I gotta zip tie this back in place, because that's what's actually damaged the computer in the first place, because we had a misfire. And I think my customer he disconnected the positive, because obviously the misfire was happening, and he was the reason why it caused the whole no communication issue. If you have any questions on this, and now let's say if you are having this issue, what you can do is 2 ways you can bypass this. One, you can bypass this jumper. You can jump this wire right here, the purple. So you can put one little wire right here and then put another wire. This is hot at all times. You can do that, or you can take off the starter relay, and then you can bypass from this corner, so this corner right here, across, and that corner. So you can jump those two, not these two right here. So from corner to corner, you can jump those. Now also, if you're not getting power, check your relay. This relay should, you can change these 2 relays with that one, or same thing with the other ones. This is what powers the ECM. This is I think the PCM relay. Let me see right here. What is it called? The main relay, and then you have your ignition switch relay. So make sure that those 2 are going to be on, because obviously that's what's going to power the computer. So you got your ignition voltage. That's on another page. What's actually going to start your starter is actually going to be this yellow wire. So there's a crank signal wire. It's called a crank voltage. So right there, it gets a voltage from the ignition switch. If you're not getting power from the ignition switch, that's the yellow pin number 4, then your ignition switch would be bad. So you would get your yellow, and then there would be like a crank. Where is it? There's like one that goes to the starter. I think it's the purple wire, wherever that purple wire is, or it might turn into something else. There's like a starter one. It might be on the other page. Anyways, let's just say whatever. It's on a different diagram. But yeah, this is for a 3.6. But this is actually a 2.8 chassis. This should be similar to the other ones. Get a wire diagram, double check that, make sure what are your voltage. Obviously ignition volt needs to be 12 volts. Ignition 1, then there's a few couple wires, so I just want you to be aware of that. If this video helped you out, give it a thumbs up, comment down below if you have any questions, and see if I could try to help you out with this. These are a big hassle, and it's a pretty big nightmare for these, so it can be very costly. And hit that subscribe button for more upcoming videos in the future, and thanks for watching.